What is up, guys, and welcome back to episode number 41 now of the Leeds United Career Mode. This is a double upload day. We uploaded the first episode of Career Mode around 4 PM UK time, and this came out at around 6 PM UK time right now. The last episode I left you off that we sold Alban Lafont for £31 million, and we also brought in Anwar El Ghazi as well, the new forward, into the club. The coincidence about this is that Alban Lafont actually went to Stoke, and Stoke are the team we are playing first in this episode. So Alban Lafont has literally just left the club, and he's already returned back to Ellen Road. So it's very weird to see. He is in the Stoke starting 11 today, so you'll be seeing it there as we gave Stevanovic a debut for us here. He hasn't featured since coming in on that pre-contract. In all honesty, I wasn't really going to play him as soon as I signed Lafont. It was just one of those things in case Silvestri did leave the club. I did decide to bring in Stevanovic for a goalkeeper. You can see the side that we named. He is playing today, Stevanovic, instead of Silvestri. After what Silvestri did against Charlton, I thought it's best if I just play Stevanovic instead. Mark Hughes' side, though, came over to Ellen Road with the new signing of Alban Lafont. £31 million played for the shot stopper, and will he stop us scoring in this one? Can he become Stoke's hero here at Ellen Road against his former club? Can he deny us the opportunity to take 3 points away from Stoke here? If we did manage to do that, I'd be very happy. And the first chance actually fell our way here. 7 minutes in, get the ball back. Very unlucky to not give away, or very lucky rather, to not give away a free kick there. Kamaru, though, into Anwar El Ghazi. El Ghazi down the line here to Iwobi, who made the run for him. Iwobi's going to cut inside. Lovely little through ball back to El Ghazi. And Anwar El Ghazi on his weaker left foot fires it into the bottom corner. So 7 minutes in, as Anwar points to the floor and says, "Yep, I'm here. I'm here, Leeds United fans. I am ready to be your saving hero, basically, because right now we are struggling for goals." And Anwar El Ghazi should have got one on his debut last game against Everton. Didn't manage to do it. It was denied by the post, but he's managed to do it here against a former Leeds United man in the form of Alban Lafont. Not the cleanest of strikes from the new forward, but a very good finish at that. And 7 minutes, or 11 minutes I think it is actually, into his return to Ellen Road, Alban Lafont has conceded. And the second goal fell pretty much straight after that. In 16 minutes, Anwar El Ghazi again yet involved. Here he is playing the ball into Kamaru. Kamaru uses the pace to his advantage, gets in a very good strike at goal. It's well saved by Alban Lafont, but Joel Green should have made it 2-0. And had he have made that strike a little bit better, it would have nestled in that bottom corner. I did say that was actually the second goal. I was wrong there. The second goal is coming up now, as Joel Green should have made it 2-0 there, but unfortunately didn't manage it. But Lafont, under a lot of pressure early on here on his return back to Ellen Road, comes down the line here to Joel Green, the number 14, gets on it here. As you can see, possession though, Stoke were all over me. It's what I was doing with the ball that Stoke couldn't really handle. Green puts it into a dangerous area, says, "El Ghazi, get on the end of that," and the new forward does just that. And literally, the first half of this new team here, 43 minutes into the game, going on to the end of the first half rather, Anwar El Ghazi has played and he scored 2 goals against a former Leeds United goalkeeper in the form of Alban Lafont, who is actually very good as well, guys. I don't want to take anything away from Lafont. He's a very good shot stopper, but he's conceded 2 here to someone on the day who just played out of his mind, and that is Anwar El Ghazi there for us. So very good performance from him so far. 2 goals in 2 games in the Premier League so far. He should have had 1 last game. Very unfortunately, he didn't manage to do it, like I said, against Everton, but he's got 2 here. And he's opened up his Leeds account in terms of goals. So I'm very happy to see that. Brought him in to do just that, and at the moment he is doing it for us. And into this second half now, Stoke City came into the game a little bit more. The first effort coming there, 49 minutes in, and it's reasonably easy save for Stevanovic. Cross comes in now. It was dealt with by me as I managed to somehow give the ball back to him. I seem to do that quite a bit in this game. Comes to Afellay. Afellay, nice work on the edge of the area. Gives it off to Jelisayu, who hits the post. Very nice effort from the Stoke man. It comes back to Arnautovic, though. Absolutely mugs me off here. Lovely little bit of trickery in the box. Fires his strike goalwards. And had we have had a better goalkeeper, maybe in the form of Lafont there, that ball wouldn't have ended up in the back of the net. But unfortunately it did. And it meant that Stoke would grab themselves a goal back in this one. But that was all she wrote for the game. We managed to pick up a 2-1 victory here at home against Stoke City. Very commanding performance, I have to say. In terms of the goal we conceded, I'm very disappointed that we did concede it. Did we deserve to win it? I'm not entirely sure. As you can see, match stats there. But again, go back to my point of, I don't think match stats are actually correct. I think they're extremely bugged. So I'm not really going to read it too much into the match facts anymore. But on his return to Ellen Road, Alban Lafont conceded 2 goals from one of the new signings here at Ellen Road in the form of Anwar El Ghazi. And it meant that we ended up picking up 3 points. So my question is, although he's left the club, is his heart still with Leeds United? Because he gave us 2 goals there. And the first one was a very good finish, I have to say, by Anwar El Ghazi. But the second one, could he have saved it? I don't know. Is his heart still with us here at Leeds? And has he given us a 2-goal advantage in that one, just knowing that we would concede later on? But man of the match goes to Anwar El Ghazi. Very good performance from him on the day. So happy that he's come into the team and he doesn't look out of place at all. In fact, he's probably taken us up to that next level that I needed in terms of goals. We accepted an offer here for Luke Ayling into Bastia, I think is the team to actually send us an offer there. 1.2 million. The only reason I accepted that was literally because I know for a fact we've got about 3 or 4 right-backs at the club currently, so I don't need that many right-backs, and decided to just get rid of Luke Ayling. Not for any reason other than the fact that I just have an abundance of right-backs currently here at Leeds. Made an offer for Mbai Niang, obviously, and Mercatel in the last episode asked me to try and sign Mbai Niang. Made an offer, improved offer, may I add, as well, for 17 million after the back of the Alban Lafont sale. In the back of my mind, though, I knew that wasn't going to get accepted because we obviously do have to signing a new goalkeeper, and that is going to be Donnarumma there, who does, in fact, sign for 12 million, meaning we have 15 million pounds left to spare. So, I mentioned in the last episode earlier on today that I was looking at pre-contract signings, and you can see what I did here. I changed the budget all the way into the wage budget just to give myself as much money as possible in order to be able to sign a few pre-contract signings. I also went ahead and signed a new youth staff member, which is what the guy from USA said. I can't remember your name. Apologies for that. I said in the last episode that I thought it was that one, but it wasn't. It's this episode. We do sign a new youth staff member. You'll see it coming up in a bit. The first player on the pre-contract we went to sign was, in fact, Bernard Leno, another goalkeeper here. But this one is 88 rated and looks to be an absolute monster in this game. The second signing was Jan Vertonghen, so far, we've improved our goalkeeper if Leno does sign, along with Jan Vertonghen, another centre-back into the club. Again, if he signs, that'll be very nice. So we've improved our defensive unit. The next signing we went for was Loic Remy, so a striker as well on the back of the signing of Anwar El Ghazi. We are looking at sort of trying to get ourselves another forward into the club just for next season as well, because I do need to try and sign and improve the squad as much as possible before the next season, where I really want to, I want to prioritise the league, but on top of that, I want to try and basically go as far as I can in the cups and stuff. So we won't be in Europe this time, so again, we don't have that to be able to do. So my only priority now is trying to get as high up in the league as I possibly can for next season. I'm not looking at the back and end of this season. I don't care about it now, which sounds a bit bad actually. I do care about the way we finish this season, but at the same time, I know we can't win it. I know we can't get relegated, and we're not in any of the cups. So in my eyes, I am now preparing for next season. I'm not looking at this season and thinking we're going to do anything. I'm looking at next season now and thinking, what can we do in the next season? So you can see, sign a new scout there, 5-star in experience and judgment. Sent him off to China, I think, in the end. I don't know what made me send him to China. It was literally just last-ditch seconds, and I thought, you know what, let's just send him somewhere funny and just see if we can get an absolute beastly Chinaman there. See if we can get a new Chinese player into the side. It would be absolutely crazy. If that happens, yeah, I don't quite know why I sent him to China anyway, but yeah, I did. You can see there as well, the pre-contracts were accepted from Leno and Vertonghen. The only reason the two were declined from Eriksson and Remy were because I didn't offer them squad roles, which I actually meant to do, which I don't know why I didn't offer them squad roles in the end. But you're going to see, I do go back in and offer them crucial first-team players to just make sure that they do, in fact, sign new pre-contracts here to come over to Ellen Road next season to play their football here, which is a bit weird, considering the fact that at the moment, we aren't actually in any European competition. So we managed to sign an 88 rated, an 87 rated, possibly, an 81 rated in Loic Remy, and Jan Vertonghen as well. The Loic Remy and Vertonghen one sort of makes sense, because, you know, they're knocking on a bit now, and they're probably not going to get as much first-team football where they currently are, meaning that if they came over to Ellen Road, they would still get first-team football. But the Leno one and the Eriksson one are a bit of a strange one, in all honesty, because I don't quite know whether they accepted their deals. Because if it was me, and I was a professional footballer, I wouldn't want to move into somewhere who wasn't in Europe, especially as good as they are right now. So, very weird to see that, but they did in fact accept their deals, which means next season we have an 88 rated player coming into the squad. He could actually grow more before he joins us next season. He could even go up to an 89. We also have 87 rated Eriksson coming into the team, 81 in Loic Remy, and 83 in Jan Vertonghen. So very good signings there across the board. One of the other comments I said in the last episode as well was the youth players from sort of Liga NOS and the Belgian Pro League. After the signings we made, I didn't have enough money, but there was one player that I forgot about in the Liga NOS, which one of you, obviously, last episode, one of you guys asked me to check out the Liga NOS, and I was thinking in my head, there wasn't that many players, but then I totally blanked out and forgot they have Ruben Neves over at FC Porto, one of the guys that I actually thoroughly enjoyed using in the previous FIFA. So, I tried to make an offer here for 2.5 million plus then Anita, pretty much a straight swap, because Anita was around a similar overall, or maybe a couple of overalls less, unless obviously Ruben Neves has grown. I think he's only a 78 rated to begin with, or he was last year. I don't quite know what he is this year. And I offered them 2.5 million to try and make that deal happen, but ultimately it didn't unfortunately happen. It's going to be a bit of a tough one to try and make that happen with the funds that I currently have left at the club. But again, I'll keep him for next season, and possibly next summer transfer window we'll look at signing him into the team. So one victory so far in this episode, which came at the hands of Stoke, where they travelled over to Ellen Road with the newly signed Alban Lafont. We then took on Hull City for the second and final game of this episode, and like I said, it's been a double upload of career mode, so if you enjoyed that, please smash that like button. It shows me so much support. Thank you so much as well for the support you're showing on the series so far, which is extremely crazy to see. The fact that all the videos have got like over 10 likes, and it's just mental, because like no series of mine have ever had 10 likes, well, like, it's weird because no series, like I said, have ever had 10 likes, and it's happened on a regular occasion, you know what I mean? So I want to say mad props and mad thanks to you guys for that one. As you can see there, player debut, Donnarumma comes in to make his Leeds United debut against Hull City, one of the sides that in theory should be beating in this Premier League campaign. But as I've said that many times in the past, and then we've been made to look fools, I'm not going to say it again here. This could be an interesting game, this one. You can see the squad that they've got. They also have a former Leeds United player in the form of Robert Snodgrass. So we would be coming up against the former Leeds United player Robert Snodgrass, but he wasn't here under my ruling, I guess you could say. That was our side that we named there, which is pretty much our strongest 11, and it's going to get even stronger next season with the pre-contracts that we've signed. Crazy to think we have an 88 and an 87 rated player coming in next season. Absolutely mental. But 12 minutes into this game, we should have made it 1-0. A very, very nice chance. I ended up messing up, but a lovely little flick over the top of his head by Anwar Al-Ghazi, playing with such confidence at the moment. In the end, his bicycle kick was very weak and in the hands of the Hull City goalkeeper, Tom Huddleston. How about this for a through ball, though? Straight cut my defence open, and El Mohammadi somehow gets into an extremely advanced position. That's poor from me, I have to say. Wonderful through ball, though, from Huddleston. Gets him into the position, and a lovely finish at the end of it from El Mohammadi. Makes it Hull City 1, Leeds United 0. And I can't tell you how annoyed and frustrated I was at my defence at this point. I don't quite know how El Mohammadi got the space that he did there. A wonderful ball, though, by Huddleston, and it was just basically punished me for that one. As 66 minutes in, it could have got even worse for us, as Snodgrass, formerly of Leeds United, obviously, could have made it 2-0. 72 minutes into this one, nice little passing play. Anwar Ghazi turns, takes his strike on, but a lovely save from the Hull City goalkeeper. But ultimately, the game then got even worse for us. A very, very, very annoying goal to concede, I have to say. It's one of these games now, I just can't quite get my head around what happens. Like, when the cross comes in there, I am spamming the hell out of that A button to try and get Miguel to head that ball out instantly. He doesn't do it. For some reason, tries to chest the ball down. It comes to Ryan Mason, who takes the strike on, and it's not a great effort, and he beats Donnarumma. I don't know what to do, guys. We are so inconsistent at the moment. We obviously beat Stoke at the start of this episode, but then we lose 2-0 here to Hull. Extremely inconsistent. I'm not having as good as a time as I thought I was going to do here. One side signed Anwar Ghazi to the side. Obviously, he played well last game. He played well this one, but again, we won the first game and we looked good in that one, and then we go play against Hull and we look absolutely poor. I don't quite know what it is. It's just like a switch flicks every so often. We go from being a good team to a poor one, and then we have inconsistencies all across the board. Hopefully, next season when we do have stuff to play for, that won't happen again, especially with the new signings we've got coming into this side. So we'll just have to wait and see how we get on there. But like I said, 88 rated player joining us next season, and it's going to be interesting to see what we'll be able to achieve next season. Thank you all so much for watching this episode of Career Mode. If you did enjoy it, smash that like button. And as always, I'll see you all next time. I've been Danny, and I'm out. Adios.